Why had the charism of languages to be first exercised on the day of Pentecost? For this, I must tell the story. The Holy Spirit came into the room. All those who were present, including the women, the apostles had received this Holy Spirit in the form of tongues of fire, which divided and had lighted upon everyone's head present, and the tongues of fire separated while landing upon them. Immediately, as if intoxicated by the presence of the Holy Spirit, they opened all the doors. They are no longer afraid. This had been their first fact. They had been no longer afraid of death. The effect had been as if they had been on cocaine. Yes, so much so that people said they drank wine, whereas before they took refuge in terror at the idea that the Romans would arrest them and have them killed. They open the doors and St. Peter begins to preach. He preaches, he speaks. He has certainly stood up on a bench, a table, a Roman milestone, and the people who had been there are listening attentively. Remarkably, there had been people from every nation. There are at least 10 nations. St. Peter speaks certainly in his own language, surely Aramaic or Hebrew, and the people listening hear him in their own language. Why? This is the first charisma, because it is indeed a charisma which should not be confused with the extraordinary mystical phenomenon of singing in tongues. Speaking languages, therefore, means speaking your own language and being understood by others in their own language. It is a gift of transmitting the truth. Singing in tongues, an extraordinary mystical phenomenon, is when in a community all of a sudden it is taken up by the Holy Spirit, and the song which comes out of it is like a rolling of doves, a harmonious song which signifies the union of love, tenderness that reigns among these faithful. So the goal here is not to evangelize, because the people who attend who do not participate mistake these songs in languages for something like madness if need be. Therefore, why was the charisma of foreign languages first expressed? Because the Holy Spirit desired that the message be communicated as wide as possible. The first effect of the Holy Spirit was therefore the apostolate, to convince others, to preach the good news of this salvation to them. And obviously, secondly, after this first moment passed, the Holy Spirit will then give his apostles all the charism to that point that even the shadow of St. Peter, when he passed in the street, we would heal the sick. That means very precisely that if the Holy Spirit desires it, tomorrow it can be so, and bringing about renewal in Western Europe and transforming an entire youth population into Christians. It only depends upon him. We forget this criterion mentioned here, and this means that if he doesn't do so now, it's because he considers that there will be later a better moment, opportunity to act. If only so that the anxiety depends the desire, and then when the desire being deep, the Holy Spirit does not come in vain.